In this video, I want to explain to you how I buy back my time into my business. And the reality of, I guess, and I'm, just sharing my experience is that when it comes to doing everything yourself and just earning all the money yourself, like at first it's fine. If you're an agency, coach, consultant, whatever it is that you do, at first it's fine. Like you're trading in time for money. But at the end of the day, if you're an agency, you're a coach, you're a consultant, you own a business. And so in any business, the only differentiator between a business and just like a freelancer or like someone who just works a 9 to 5 is that in a business, you delegate your tasks, you share your piece of the pie by buying back your time, by buying someone else's time and replacing that. And so preventing you from having to work anymore. And so it allows you to work less, preventing you from working more. And so the important thing to realize is that when it comes to owning a business, if you're arrogant and I guess, you don't want to give away that money, well, the reality is that you're not going to be able to scale to the extent that you want to scale. Maybe if you're comfortable, but what was the whole point of, starting your own business and having control and being just any other freelancer when you could just work a 9 to 5? Like, what is the point of that? I genuinely don't understand. And so in this video, I want to show you one specific way that I buy back my time. And, there are a lot of ways. For example, uh, appointment setters, there are AI automations, systems at scale. And so in this video, I want to show you how in the back end, we manage a VA. So essentially what a VA is a virtual assistant, and you hire them from a third world country, often at a cheaper, I guess, labor price per hour because they're in a third world country and their, I guess, living situation requires less money in that economy. And wow, like these are one of the most hardworking, genuinely just kind people that I have ever met in my entire life. Like they go into the depths of work and doing miscellaneous tasks that you don't want to do, and they are so capable of doing them. And on days that you don't feel like doing those things, like they will do it every single day of the year and not even complain. And it's just a true testament to their hard work. And I honestly am incredibly thankful for that. And so I want to show you on the back end my VA dashboard in which we use to manage our VA. And when I mean manage, okay, it's not managing people. Okay, we don't manage people, we manage purpose. And I heard that from Simon Squibb. Shout out to that guy. What he's doing is incredible. And essentially, what I mean by managing purpose is that we want to manage a goal. We don't want to manage people and say, and boss around people and say, hey, you got to do this, this, and this. Yes, that's true. You got to do those tasks. But every week, once you have a review, you sort of like catch up with them and you ask them, how they're going. You want to attack the task, be angry at the task, or like be angry at what was lacking in your system or in your task list that you didn't give properly, or the instructions that you failed to give properly. And so by managing the purpose, then we're able to alleviate any sort of, um, I guess, stress or added pressure on the people that you're hiring and the people that work under you. And so it just creates an environment where you can always be productive, always look to, I guess, be comfortable in working, like in terms of like team culture, but at the same time, still be able to manage a purpose and get the job done. So here's the VA dashboard, okay? And again, I'm revealing literally what we use specifically for our VA. So the first thing is, and this is like a duplicate copy, but essentially this is a daily checklist that we have. They clock in on Slack. You can use Discord, you can use WAP, whatever communication platform you use. Honestly, I haven't heard someone use WAP for VA. Maybe WhatsApp or Instagram if you like, but I use Slack. I prefer it. It's great. It has many channels. It can allow you to communicate with clients as well, and it's really well integrated with a lot of apps that we use. The next thing is Hubstaff, because we want to use Hubstaff because people you're who are working under you and are time based, you want to be able to track how many hours they actually work. And so Hubstaff is an incredible app which we use to actually record their screen while they're working and track the amount of hours they work. So it's incredibly useful. And then the next thing is using Asana for tasks. I mean, you can use a lot of like to-do lists that sync up. Honestly, you could even use Notion if you want to. But Asana, I just like it because it has a bit of automations that we use as well, and it's just incredibly user friendly. The next thing is always DMing them, them DMing you of daily tasks completed, so you know that they're on track. And then we have some weekly things that I guess bi-weekly for us, but some things that are not daily, and so we put them on here as well, just to have a reminder for the VA as well, and some quick links on the right side as well, just to make things easier to find. And okay, so the next thing is the SOPs, the delegation of tasks. So, for example, when we have a task that is repetitive, when we have a task that we don't want to do, and it just takes so much time to do, but it is just the same skill repeated over and over, this is when we can delegate this to the VA. Okay, so how you can sort of determine what tasks are, I guess, repetitive is by having a task list that you make, like literally write down every single task that you do in your business and then figure out which ones you can delegate to your VA. So, for example, I can't just delegate my one on one calls with all my clients, right? Maybe in the future, I can have a client success manager, but it wouldn't make sense for my VA to do it. They have no skill in obviously the coaching consultant space. And so it wouldn't make sense for them to have that delegated to them. What can be delegated to them is reviewing videos, for example. And how you actually delegate is by literally giving them the links to whatever software, signing them in, and then just making a Loom video showing exactly how you would do it yourself. So, for example, with here, this is our editing workflow. This is what we use to manage all the videos that we edit for clients, and just a dashboard essentially, which allows our editors to communicate with um, our clients and our VAs, so that we can make sure that all the videos are edited and all the instructions are there, the due dates are met, and everyone is able to communicate well with each other. And so that's really it. It's super super simple. And the most difficult thing that will probably come out of this is that you're going to struggle with probably hiring the right person for this role. And so I'll make a video about this in the future. But the main thing is, like, for example, if you can just get, I don't know, like your little brother or like someone that you trust to do this for you for maybe a week or 2 weeks, so you can build this out and sort of see how it would be managing them. Maybe you can start with that. But in terms of hiring like an A player, hiring a VA, it does take some effort. But I will make a video in the future about this. It just involves going on Upwork, going on Fiverr, or having a I guess connection, I guess someone who already has a VA that maybe wants a job or work, and messaging those people and just having a network is literally directly correlated to your net worth. So that's why networks are so important. But that's really all I have for today. And looking at this VA dashboard, let me know if you want a copy of this, and if I think that it would benefit you, or if I could give you some insight, I will. And yeah, I mean, if you want a copy, just shoot me a message on Instagram, and I will decide if I want to send that over to you. All right. Hope you had a good day. Catch you later. Bye bye.